So we mission here now is to teach back the people the right of themselves. You know, teach them how to walk, how to talk. But I can say you have to eat black, dress black, walk black, and talk black in this judgment. You know? So this is the things that come forward. Once we talk in spiritual awareness, we have to mention herbs. Because herbs will take you into them realms.
Right, because the East Indians brought cannabis here as well through their Hindu faith, their Hindu religion. So it was spiritual for them also. So you're talking about two massive races, two massive entities of humankind, both utilizing the herb for the same grounded benefits through spirituality. Well, my goodness. So we should be talking about not just, again, the economics and the agricultural best practices. We need to be talking about spiritual best practice as well.
And, you know,
and not be afraid to run from those heavier, more in-depth topics that affect the psyche.
And when you look now, today, not much people really teaching the youths about the awareness of the self. Because what show the youths on them, especially the African youths. What you going on with crime? You know what I mean? It's the government that set up programs to cause the youths and them to be like this. It's a system.
It's like a program for failure.
It's a colonial system. You know what I mean? And we know what's going on with that for years. Understand? So this is the chance for we as Rastafari to, you know, come forward and let the world know and let the people in Trinidad and Tobago know that, yeah, we're standing up for the ancient herb. And we're standing up spiritually too. You know what I mean? We're standing up with Rastafari. Because, you know, through Rastafari, we get to understand enough things.
What do you think would help to raise the profile for the Rastafarian community within the context of the cannabis industry? What do you think would help to raise the community and help push us forward? So not only that we get more respect and we get more progress within our communities, but that, you know, people would look to the Rastafarian community for those solutions, for those answers, so that spiritual healing. What do you think it would take?
We as black people, as Rastafari, we need to come together, you know, because it has so much sections of Rasta, right? And everybody's preaching the same thing, right? So, as Bobo Shanti now, we order is a order set to save back the people and them spiritually, right? So what Ganja could do for I and I still is promote awareness, you know, to the public and even to black people, 4 wings of the earth, you know, showing them that, you know, you can't stray from your culture because, you know, every man, even the Chinese man, the Indian man, you know, them stay true to the culture. It's just the black man really stray from the culture and stray from the tradition. So we have our work to do even as priests, you know, to teach back the will of people, you know, about the self, you know, about the awareness, about life, because, you know, there's plenty of misunderstanding nowadays, you know, about, you know, certain cultures, you know, black people indulge themselves in. I ain't gonna get into all of that.
Yeah.
But you
But
know,
misunderstanding breeds contempt.
Yeah.
So it really starts there.
We have to be, you know, aware of our surroundings, aware of what we're doing and saying, because everything starts with a thought. You know? Your thought will become your word, and your word will become your actions.
Yeah.
You know? And your actions will become your habits. So, you know, we mission as Bobo Shanti and even as planters is to promote some kind of school setting so that the youths and them coming up now could learn and even teach others. You know?
You know, I asked you about that because I spent some time living and working in St. Lucia, one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean, one of the most beautiful places in the world, home away from home. Big love to St. Lucia. And I spent a lot of time, reasoning and learning from Priest Kailash over there. And his community. I mean, from the food I was eating to the knowledge I was gaining, utilizing the herb over there and other, natural ways of living, the liberty over there now. And he showed me that way. And exactly what you're saying is what he was moving forward and progressing there. He had his restaurant. He has his place up at Mount Kailash, like a spiritual, medicinal, herbal retreat. As I mentioned before, the catering and food services that they order, and he uses his platforms to teach and share the knowledge with others. And he really is giving the Bobo Shanti Faith and Rastafari a great name and a great profile out there. Do you think, for example, having persons like that come to Trinidad and we engage in that exchange of information and experience and farming practices and all the other sides of it, do you think that would be something that would be useful and helpful that we could put into place for the community here?
Yeah, that would be a good upliftment for people.
Have you heard of Priest Kailash?
Yes.
Yeah, so you know who we're talking
Priest
about.
Kailash is a Bobo Shanti from St. Lucia, a physician.
Yep.
A certified physician and a bush doctor.
Correct.
So I give thanks to them man and them still who stand up, I'm not no bush doctor to say like, you know, I know all the bush like them man and them know.
But you have your area of expertise too. I know you're being humble in this little talk here, but I know you have your thing lined up same way. So could you imagine if a Priest Kailash came here with his team and you here with your team and you're getting in now to these community activities and brainstorming together and creating that synergy and connection as with other islands, do the same thing with Antigua, with Vinci, with Bahamas, Barbados.
That would be a good collaboration.
Yeah. For the Rastafarian community you're talking about, and because we're the ones dealing with the spiritual aspect of the herb.
Nobody else is taking it in that direction.
That's something you think the youth would also gravitate to, do you think?
Yeah, because everybody at the end of the day want comfort and they want peace. Everything what people doing, there's always mention God. But who God is praising?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They give you a God in slavery until we die sweet God, and you know what I mean, we get to understand them things, like Antichrist teachings. No, for we to get the youth spiritually aware themselves, we have to teach them back themselves.
Yeah, not just play the music and send them a stage show and watch some videos online and hear the tune on the radio and think, okay, they have the inspiration and the knowledge now. That's just the outskirts of it.
And more time now when they burn the herb now, they will get high and go on in a meditation for a short time. After that herb feed, they come back to themselves normal.
Yeah.
So that's why we see now.
And we're not talking about burning the herb and drinking your punch at the same time.
I see,
and going the dance. That defeats the whole purpose. Yeah.
You have to be grounded in some sort of faith or tradition to stay focused. Because you can burn the herb and you can go into a whole different realms of meditation where you never went before. And then you can burn the herb now and you can start to heal with it according to what you're going through as an individual.
Yeah.
And so it has different things you can take with the ganja, you know what I mean? So we need to get into all these aspects of the ganja business.
The positive aspects and the positive side effects.
Deal with the people who really understand this thing. Who just using it every day for just a high end. You know what I mean? Getting carried away with the hill because I say this is something secret and we have to deal with this as a secret too. You understand? And anything secret, you can't rush to go into these things. You have to go into it casually.